This is Satya Kadirvel from Tamil Nadu State of India. I am addressing this video message under very high emergency situation to the 5 UN Security Council permanent member country leaders of China, Russia, USA, UK and France and the honorable country leaders of UAE, Turkey, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Pakistan and North Korea and UN Women, UN Human Rights and International Labour Organization and International Court. I request for very high monitoring of all my emails and my Facebook posts on almost daily basis from all addressed country leaders because anytime from now, my two Facebook accounts named Satya Kadirvel and Satya Kadirvel new account can be illegally hacked and disabled under directions of Criminal India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and also anytime from now my email account and my emails can be hacked and illegally disabled by Criminal India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi upon request from Criminal Anand Ambani. Because tomorrow night I am travelling to Delhi to submit a very high sensitive petition against EY company authorities to the 5 UN Security Council permanent member country leaders and the important national authorities of India. My core request in this high sensitive petition which I am addressing to 5 UN Security Council permanent member country leaders is my emergency request to immediately send a strong voice of support letter for justice to the Chief Justice of India and the President of India and any other respective national and UN team authorities of India to please provide approval for me for my request to conduct any extreme truth drug investigation against me, preferably under monitoring of UN Security Council and all world media channels, to prove the two strong base truth in EY case. The first strong base truth being the long leave approval given for me without time limit by EY partner Ram Deshpande, and the second strong base truth being after this long leave approval given for me without time limit by EY partner Ram Deshpande, the one and only objection email I have received about my long leave and to end my long leave is only on January 2023 by EY HR Mohammed, followed by immediate job termination. And just the very basic logical connection is that it's only because I have been given long leave approval without time limit by EY partner Ram Deshpande, I have been completely undisturbed by my EY company authorities until end of December, until the first objection email sent on January 2023. Even in this, almost one step of legal proceedings have been completed, where even in the two detailed objection petition of EY company authorities, after the 15th September email chain, the EY company authorities have submitted only the January 2023 objection email, and throughout the conciliation meetings, EY HR Director Shanil Mirza and the EY lawyer have repeatedly confirmed to the Judicial Authority, Bangalore Labour Commission, and also to me that after this 15th September email submitted attached in the petition, the one and only objection email sent to me is on January 2023 by EY HR Mohammed, followed by immediate job termination. He clearly reiterated that there is no other email sent to me in between. On top of that, he falsely denied that there is no such existence of any leave approval email sent to me from EY partner Ram Deshpande. Director Shanil Mirza said that there is no such email sent to me from Ram Deshpande about any such leave approval. It means that the criminal EY company are strongly conspiring to submit some very high sensitive forgery email evidence or to clearly manipulate the original email chain of the long leave approval given for me and to submit that secretly created forgery email evidence in the Bangalore Labour Court. That is what their criminal plan. If Ram Deshpande have any intention to submit the actual original contents of the long leave approval email he have sent to me, he would have attached in the detailed objection petition itself, because that is what the core subject matter of the case. If he has any intention to submit the original email chain of the long leave approval given for me, he would have, as it is without doing any manipulation, he would have already submitted in the Bangalore Labour Commission office that detailed objection petition. But repeatedly, the HR Shanil said that there is no such email sent to me from Ram Deshpande, which means that they are proceeding ahead to create some high sensitive forgery email evidence with any kind of false content against me to cruelly falsely deny this strong base truth of the long leave approval given for me without time limit by Ram Deshpande. The main reason for me requesting for this immediate voice of support letter for justice to be sent to the Honorable Chief Justice of India to provide approval for my request to conduct truth drug investigation against me is mainly because, as mentioned in my previous video message, Criminal India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi have given strong approval to Criminal Anand Ambani and Criminal EY India CEO Rajiv Memani and Criminal EY India partner Ram Deshpande to proceed ahead to submit very open and very high sensitive forgery email evidence against me with any kind of false content or by creating a cruel manipulated content of the original email chain in the Bangalore Labour Court proceedings. with the main criminal motive to cruelly, falsely deny the strong base truth of long leave approval given for me without time limit by EY partner Ram Deshpande, where he clearly made the statement that Satya, you can return back to India when the situation gets safe for your family in India, and also to next cruelly deny the strong base truth of the one and only objection email sent to me only on January 2023 to end my long leave followed by immediate job termination. I have also explained about any kind of forgery email evidences planned to be created against me by using the exited EY HR Bharati and by misusing my EY mail account in any extreme criminal ways. So the main point I want to highlight is that as per legal procedure of India, any petitioner have the strong right to voluntarily request for truth drug investigation to be conducted against the petitioner, any extreme truth drug investigation to be conducted against the petitioner to prove their innocence in case of such high sensitive wrong framing attempts against the petitioner, such as these kind of creation of forgery email evidences or any kind of high sensitive false wrong framing attempts against the petitioner. The petitioner have all the rights as per the legal procedure of India to voluntarily request to the judge to conduct any extreme truth drug investigation against them. Also, in addition to this legal right, I have 7 strong base evidences with me to prove that which gives strong ground for me to prove that forgery email evidence planned to be submitted by EY company authorities and to justify my request for any extreme truth drug investigation to be conducted against me and also against EY company authorities. So, first request which cannot be denied by the Honorable Judge is my voluntary request to conduct any extreme truth drug investigation against me to confirm this two strong base truth in this EY case. And also, once these two strong base truth is confirmed in this EY case, next I request for forceful truth drug investigation to be conducted against EY India CEO Rajiv Memani and EY India partner Ram Deshpande and EY HR Director Hina Mudaliar, Shanil Mirza and my reporting manager and other involved EY company authorities and the main criminal Asohan Perisami to prove the very strong direct involvement of criminal India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi in influencing EY company authorities under request of criminal Mukesh Ambani family to execute this most cruel, pre-planned, sudden illegal termination of my EY company job, and again the current extreme misuse of criminal India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi in giving approval for criminal Anand Ambani and criminal EY company authorities to proceed ahead to submit very open and very high sensitive forgery email evidence against me with any kind of false content or by creating a manipulated content of the original email chain in the Bangalore Labour Court proceedings to cruelly falsely deny the strong base truth of long leave approval given for me without time limit by EY partner Ram Deshpande and the next strong base truth of the one and only objection email sent to me only in January 2023 by EY HR Mohammed followed by immediate job termination. I would like to convey an important point that I will be taking up fasting protest in Delhi after I submit the sensitive petitions against EY company authorities in the embassies of the 5 UN Security Council permanent member country leaders and other national authorities of India. The main reason for me for taking up this fasting protest in Delhi is mainly to get direct attention and strong voice of support from the 3 UN Security Council permanent member country leaders of USA, UK and France to make these 3 country leaders, to make them empathize my pain and to make them understand the extreme cruel injustice done against me in this illegal termination of my EY company job, which itself got executed under directions of criminal India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi in support of criminal Mukesh Ambani family to take and the criminals of Nachatan Modi case to take strong personal revenge against me for reaching out to the UN Security Council permanent member country leaders and international court and UN authorities for justice for the 2nd July Delhi police murder attempt and other high sensitive crimes of the 3 main criminals of Nachatan murder case. First of all, I would like to convey a strong fact to the Honorable USA President Donald Trump sir that the very reason for my family of my widowed mother and V2 daughters to be forced to exit from my mother country of India in the year August 2022 is one and only because of criminal India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi, who have personally stepped in support of criminal Mukesh Ambani family and have given strong approval to criminal Mukesh Ambani family to use both CBI team of India and the criminal Delhi police to execute any rigorous illegal arrest attempt and wrong framing attempt against my family, to either execute illegal arrest of my family or to shoot and kill my family, to close the case as police encounter case, for the very reason to stop my family from reaching out to the US Embassy with the sensitive crime petitions and to stop my family from reaching out to the Honorable USA Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin sir through emails, postal letters, fax and recorded voice calls to the number of Inspector General of USA. about our escalation about the sensitive, cold-blooded 2nd July Delhi police murder attempt and other high sensitive crimes done against my family in Delhi Rose apartment under joint coordination of 3 main criminals of Nachata murder case and involved Delhi Joint Commissioner and the criminal Delhi house owner Heli Trishan and other residents of Delhi Rose apartment. So the same way I have reached out to UK embassy and France government as well. So it's not for reaching out to any other country leaders. It's for the very reason for reaching out to the US embassy with our petition, with our strong international human rights, with our sensitive petitions about 2nd July Delhi police murder and other sensitive crimes done against my family Delhi Rose apartment. It's for this very reason criminal US Prime Minister Narendra Modi have personally stepped in and have given approval to criminal Mukesh Ambani family to use both CBI team and criminal Delhi police to execute any rigorous illegal arrest attempts or to even execute a police encounter attempt against my family for the very reason to stop my family to cruelly violate our international human rights, to reach out to the US embassy and the Honorable USA Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin sir with our petitions about the 2nd July Delhi police murder attempt and other high sensitive crimes done against my family Delhi Rose apartment. So the very reason for saying is that this is the root cause for my family to be forced to exit from my mother country of India, and I was forced to take long leave in eBay company. And even when I was even when Narendra Modi forced my family to go out of our mother country and to stay in other countries, Vietnam and Laos under long leave in eBay company, again he did not leave us. He chased us and he again stepped in for the second time and influenced eBay company authorities under request of criminal Mukesh Ambani family to execute the most cruel, pre-planned, sudden illegal termination of my eBay company job, which itself got executed for the very reason for reaching out to the UN Security Council permanent member country leaders and international court and UN authorities for justice for 2nd July Delhi police murder attempt and the other high sensitive crimes of the 3 main criminals of Nachata murder case. Hence, it's a joint responsibility of all 5 UN Security Council permanent member country leaders of USA, UK and France and China and Russia to equally and to jointly act on my case and to help me to get justice for the politically influenced and most cruel and pre-planned sudden illegal termination of my eBay company job, which itself got executed against me for the very reason for reaching out to the UN Security Council permanent member country leaders and international court and UN authorities for justice for the cold-blooded 2nd July Delhi police murder attempt and other high sensitive crimes of the 3 main criminals of Nachata murder case. So having said this, my final end request from this fasting protest that I am going to do in Delhi is mainly 3 main requests. The first request is to immediately send a strong voice of support letters for justice for me to the Chief Justice of India and the President of India and the respective national DEN team authorities of India to please help me to get approval for my request, voluntary request to conduct any extreme truth drug investigation against me to prove that 2 strong based truth in the CBI case. First strong based truth be long leave approval was given for me without any time limit by eBay partner Ram Deshpande, where he clearly made the statement that Satya, you can return back to India whenever the situation gets safe for your family in India. Because when I requested for also, I would like to officially register my strong complaint against criminal Anand Ambani and criminal Ashok Perisami, who are strongly planning to take help of criminal India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Home Minister Amit Shah to target the addressed Islamic country leaders who are giving strong voice of support for my family, and they are planning to execute any kind of mass protest of women or workers or specifically targeting Indian workers in Islamic countries, mainly targeting Saudi Arabia. Or to execute mass murder of either Indian workers or any category of people in any of the Islamic countries, and again mainly targeting Saudi Arabia, because the 2 criminals, criminal Anand Ambani and criminal Ashok Perisami, are well aware of the fact that on behalf of all addressed country leaders of UAE, Turkey, Qatar, Pakistan and all addressed Islamic country leaders, on behalf of all addressed Islamic country leaders, it's mainly Saudi Arabia Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman sir and Saudi Arabia government who have been giving strong voice of support for justice for my family. And on behalf of all these addressed Islamic country leaders, it's mainly Saudi Arabia Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman sir and the Saudi Arabia government who are giving safety monitoring protection for my family. And in case of any emergency emails or my mail emails addressed to Russia President, Russian Defense Team and China President and UN Security Council country, I mean to these 2 country leaders will mostly address. It's mainly Saudi Arabia Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman sir and the Saudi Arabia government. It takes my petitions to the immediate attention of Russia President, Russian Defense Team and China President. So it's mainly because of this personal revenge against the Islamic country leaders, and mainly the personal revenge against Saudi Arabia Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman sir and Saudi Arabia government. Criminal Anand Ambani and criminal Aswan Faisal are very strongly planning to execute any kind of such mass protest or mass murder of either any category of working group, be it Indian workers or Saudi Arabia workers or women, a category of women in Saudi Arabia, any kind of protest or mass murder, and to create problems for Saudi Arabia Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman sir to take strong personal revenge against me for giving voice of support for my family and for taking my petitions to the attention of UN Security Council country leaders, whoever I usually address in my emails. It's not all country leaders who have the humanity to help people. Even the UN Security Council country leaders are not everybody helping for my family. So I request the UN Security Council and UN bodies to give strong support for the Islamic country leaders. And if any such bad incident happens in any of the Islamic countries, be it UAE or Saudi Arabia or Turkey or anything, I request the UN Security Council and International Court to officially call for official handover of the main Nachathar murder criminal Asokan Perisami and his brother-in-law Sivakumar Perisami for international truth drug investigation if any such bad incident happens in any of the Islamic countries. So another main reason for requesting this emergency and immediate voice of support letter for me from UN Security Council country leaders to the Chief Justice of India to help me to get truth drug investigation and to take the 7 strong evidences to the immediate attention of Chief Justice of India is mainly because on 11th January 2026 when I have uploaded my previous video message about the strong approval given from India Prime Minister Narendra Modi to criminal Anand Ambani and the criminal EY company authorities to proceed ahead and to submit very open and very sensitive forgery email evidence against me in Bangalore Labour Court. Exactly after 3 hours of uploading that video message and exactly when I was typing email complaint with reference to that video message, at that time criminal Anand Ambani and criminal Asokan Perisami by using criminal EY IT team have openly hacked my EY laptop, and when I was typing the email they have displayed a suspicious error screen with the completely false and absurd content in that error screen with the contents in the fingerprint path like navy, food, etc. such kind of content to very openly show off to me that yes, we have openly illegally hacked your laptop and displayed this absurd error screen with false and absurd content like navy, food, etc. to very openly show off to you that criminal India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi have given very strong open approval to criminal Anand Ambani and criminal EY team to proceed ahead and to submit very open and very high sensitive forgery email evidence against me in Bangalore Labour Court. I'll just go through the exact details in my petition of the very high sensitive, very open illegal hacking of my EY laptop and the other submitted 6 evidences which I am going to submit in this petition. So this is the usual display of the screen in my EY laptop, this checkpoint endpoint security screen which was installed in my laptop for my first project which is for Vala Insurance. As the contributors can see, the default selected site is vala.com. So it's been 3 years after illegal termination of my EY company. I have never ever got any such absurd error screen or anything like that. For the first time while I was typing the email complaint with reference to uploaded video message about the strong approval given from India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi to EY company authorities to submit forgery email evidence against me. At the time of typing that email complaint, suddenly this pop-up screen have got displayed stating the site security certificate is not trusted and it has mentioned the following fingerprint with the words such as navy, food, etc. First of all, I would like to convey to the country leaders like for any such error screen to be displayed, first something have to be entered in the password and the button connect have to be clicked, which was not done by me. I was exactly typing the email complaint about the uploaded video message, and after that, so suddenly this error screen have appeared, and the most important 100% indisputable evidence is the word navy, food. As the country leaders can see, this checkpoint endpoint security will never display words such as navy, food, etc. So these are uncontrollable open show off by criminal Anand Ambani and criminal Aswan Perisami who have used this intentional words navy, food, etc. As I have given alert to country leaders many times about navy war and food poisoning. So this is 100% indisputable evidence. I have submitted the detailed petition since I have given many times alert to Russia President, Russian defense team about Navy war, underwater Navy attack and food poisoning like that. So intentionally I have used these two words to very openly show off to him that yes, we have live openly hacked your email laptop and displayed this error screen with this absurd content with words such as Navy food to openly show off that Narendra Modi have given strong approval to criminal Anand Ambani and criminal EY team to proceed ahead to submit very open high sensitive forgery email evidence against me in the Bangalore Labour Court proceeding. Now I'll also share the 6 strong evidences. So the 6 strong evidences which I am requesting the UN Security Council country leaders to take to the immediate attention of Chief Justice of India is that evidence number 1 is that soon after illegal termination of my EY company job, after all the EY access have been immediately revoked, on the very midnight of the on the day of illegal termination of my EY company job, I have sent a detailed email to EY HR at Hina Mudaliar, Ram Deshpande and the EY team by clearly stating that I was under approved long leave in EY company by clearly communicating the security situation for my family in India to my EY team and I have not received any kind of objection or intimation about my long leave from either my HR Bharti or reporting manager Sai Kautri till this point of time, and I got suddenly terminated within 5 days soon after the first objection email from EY HR Mohammed. I have sent in a detailed email. Even for that email, the Hina Mudaliar have not objected me by saying anything like already any kind of objection or intimation are given. She just stated that termination cannot be cancelled and salary will be paid in spite of the notice period. Again, evidence number 2 is that the whatever I have sent in the detailed email, I have sent in the recorded phone call to EY HR head Pareshan, who is the only person who attended my phone call after illegal job termination done against me. Again, in that recorded phone call, so I have told him I have not received any kind of objection or intimation or discussion from HR Bharti or Sai Kautri or reporting manager Sai Kautri or anybody. Suddenly, Mohammed sent me an objection email and then immediately terminated me within 5 days. I have said in this recorded phone call as well. Again, Pareshan said that he will convey to HR Director Hina Mudaliar to look into my details and to respond to me. So it is for that final response. Hina Mudaliar have not objected to me by saying anything like any kind of prior objection or intimation was given to me about my long leave. Evidence number 3. Even in the January 2023 email, when Mohammed have initiated email asking for HR Connect call, in the reply email, I have clearly conveyed to him that I am under long leave under complete knowledge of HR Bharti and my reporting manager Sai Kautri. And even for that email, I did not get any, when Mohammed have replied to me, he has confirmed that I was under long leave and he has given only objection to not to further extend my long leave, but nobody, neither Sai Kautri or HR Mohammed have objected to my fact by saying anything like already any kind of objection or intimation was given to me about my long leave, and none of them have placed any kind of allegations against me, false allegations against me, like I was under unauthorized or unapproved long leave. Because I was under approved long leave, after the long leave approval was given for me from EY partner Ram Deshpande without time limit. And the first objection email is itself was sent from EY HR Mohammed. That's why nobody have made any such cruel false allegations against me. And then evidence number 4. Evidence number 4 I have mentioned. Evidence number 3 is that soon after illegal termination of my EY company job, immediately I have made phone calls to the main authorities involved in the long leave approval email, which is EY partner Ram Deshpande and my reporting manager Sai Kautri. And Hina Mudaliar was not there during the long leave approval. She is the main authority in my job termination. None of them have intentionally, all these authorities have intentionally not attended my phone calls under influence of criminal Anand Ambani. Even when they did not attend my phone call, I sent a WhatsApp message to Ram Deshpande and Sai Kautri that I have been suddenly fired by Hina Mudaliar and Mohammed without any prior intimation, because these two authorities are strong manual evidences of me getting long leave approval from EY partner Ram Deshpande by clearly stating that Satya, you can return back to India when the situation gets safe for your family in India. After this long leave approval email, I have been completely undisturbed by EY company authorities until end of December, and only in January I got the first objection email from HR Mohammed. But mainly my reporting manager Sai Kautri, who have actively responded to my WhatsApp message and also attended my phone call in mid of November, have intentionally not responded for my phone call and not replied for my WhatsApp message when I sent this high sensitive WhatsApp message about sudden illegal termination of my EY company job to my reporting manager Sai Kautri. So these are all strong evidences that these 3 main authorities, reporting manager, EY partner Ram Deshpande, Hina Mudaliar, have been strongly influenced by criminal Anand Ambani to strictly not to attend my phone calls and not to reply for my WhatsApp message for the one and only main criminal motive to secretly keep some secretly created forgery email evidence against me without my knowledge and by misusing my EY mail account in any possible criminal ways. Also, evidence number 5 is the 45 minutes of recorded video call with EY HR Consulting Head Authority Nitin Grover sir. Again, in this recorded video call, throughout the time I have repeatedly reiterated that I was under approved long leave in EY company and EY partner Ram Deshpande have only given approval for my long leave. Even Nitin Grover sir have acknowledged this long leave approval fact, and I have throughout the time I repeatedly reiterated the point that sudden intimation have been given to me to suddenly end my long leave within 4 days, and I got suddenly terminated. So throughout this time, Nitin Grover sir have not even objected once by saying that already any kind of objection or intimation was given to me, and he did not say anything like I was under unauthorized or unapproved leave. He has strongly confirmed the fact that I was under approved long leave with complete support given from EY company for my long leave. The one and only reason he stated for my job termination is because you had a situation of not able to return back to India when the company expected for you to start to work on project, and you asked for another 2 months of long leave extension which could not be provided by EY company, and that's why we proceeded with the termination. And he pointed that either party, employer-employee, can immediately terminate without giving any prior objection or intimation. That point he has reiterated from his end. I'm just saying whatever is said from Nitin Grover sir. And another evidence, very strong evidence, last evidence 6 is that throughout the Bangalore Labour Commissioner Office conciliation meetings, starting from the first conciliation meeting till the last conciliation meeting, repeatedly both EY HR Director Shanil Mirza and EY lawyer have confirmed to both Bangalore Labour Commissioner and also to me that the one and only objection email sent to me about my long leave and to end my long leave is only the January 2023 email chain sent by EY HR Mohammed followed by immediate job termination. Before even submitting the detailed objection petition, they have both EY lawyer and Shanil Mirza have submitted this January 2023 email chain to Bangalore Labour Commissioner Office, and multiple times they voluntarily confirmed that this is the one and only intimation sent to the employee, and then immediately we have terminated her job. So again, in the final conciliation meeting, I repeatedly confirmed this fact with EY HR Director Shanil Mirza in front of Bangalore Labour Commissioner Office that the one and only objection email sent to me about my long leave and to end my long leave is only the email on January 2023 from EY HR Mohammed, and there is no other email sent to me. I want to confirm the email evidences from EY company. Again, EY HR Director Shanil Mirza have repeatedly stated that yeah, this is the one and only objection email sent to you on January 2023 by HR Mohammed followed by immediate job termination. So he clearly mentioned that after the attached 15th September email and the January 2023 email, there is no other email sent to Satya in between, and only these two emails are the email evidences available with the EY company. He clearly confirmed that. So these are the 6 strong evidences. I request the country leaders to please take it to the immediate attention of the Chief Justice of India. As last part of my video message, I would like to submit my very emergency and high sensitive complaint against criminal India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi, who is very strongly planning to influence the embassy office authorities of the 5 UN Security Council permanent member country leaders of USA, UK, France, Russia and China to influence the embassy office authorities. It could be either Indian authorities or even the foreign authorities to influence them to illegally block me from submitting my petition to their embassies by saying any kind of false reasons with the main criminal motive to stop any kind of evidence of petition submission from my end to the UN Security Council permanent member country leaders about the very strongly planned forgery email evidence creation planned against me by criminal EY team in the Bangalore Labour Court under the strong influence of criminal India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi. I would like to highlight that any such attempt is a very strong and very sensitive, cruel violation of my international human rights, of my right to submit petition to the 5 UN Security Council permanent member country leaders. As the country leaders can see, usually when we submit the petition in the embassies, this kind of seal and signature will be given. Received American embassy, this kind of seal and signature will be given. India. And also in the for Netherlands, received embassy of Netherlands, like this, along with the date and seal and signature will be like this. I have got acknowledgement seal and signature for all my petitions, but only for this sensitive petition against EY company authorities of this strongly planned forgery email evidence creation criminal India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi strongly planned upon request of criminal Anand Ambani strongly planned to influence embassy office authorities itself, either Indian authorities or foreign authorities of the 5 UN Security Council permanent member country leaders of USA, UK, France, Russia and China to illegally block me from even submitting the petition by saying any kind of false reasons to very cruelly and sensitively violate my international human human rights of my right to submit petition in the embassies of the 5 UN Security Council country leaders. Or the second option is to just to accept my petition and not to give this acknowledgement seal and signature to avoid the evidence of my petition submission to the UN Security Council country leaders about the very strongly planned forgery email evidence creation planned against me by EVA company authorities under the strong influence of criminal India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi. So, with respect to my next planned fasting protest in Delhi to get justice for the illegal termination of my eBay company job, I plead for all world media channel support and press meet to please help me to take this 7 strong and 100% indisputable evidences to the direct attention of the Honorable Chief Justice of India and to the direct attention of all 5 UN Security Council permanent member country leaders and International Court and UN Women, UN Human Rights, International Labour Organization, all UN bodies. To help me to get justice for the illegal termination of the eBay company job, because just anybody, if they see, even if any people, non-technical people, if they see this open live hacking of a eBay laptop where the criminals have displayed absurd content like Navy food, etc. Because I have hundreds of emails where I have given Navy attack, Navy war attack, underwater Navy attack, food poisoning alert to the Russia president, Russian defense chief, and other addressed country leaders. So just to very openly show off to me that yes, criminal India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi have given approval to criminal eBay to very openly submit a forgery email address in the Bangalore Labour Court. The criminal Anand Damani, criminal Ashoka Perisamy have displayed such suspicious arrangement with absurd content when I was typing the email complaint about the two uploaded video messages which I uploaded just before 3 hours on the day. I have all the evidence of the timing and the video evidence taken, timing, everything I have. Any technical person or anybody, even if they investigate, everybody will say that this checkpoint endpoint security screen, when it displays some words in the fingerprint path, it never displays any words like in the military context, like Navy food, etc. It never displays. I have done a thorough research in the technical point of view as well. The checkpoint endpoint security screen, even if it suddenly displays any suspicious error, it never displays military context text words like Navy food, etc. Nothing like that. Also, even for any such error message to get popped up, somebody have to enter password and then somebody have to click connect button. Only then such error message will get popped up. And it's just when I was typing the email complaint, this error message popped up. And in the past 3 years, I have never ever faced any such error messages. Be it any error message, I have never ever faced. So I am ready to take truth and investigation as well to prove that I have not entered any password or clicked the connect button or anything like that. And more than all that, this completely irrelevant, absurd content in the fingerprint path where the words like Navy, food, etc. are displayed is open show of evidence by criminal Anand Damani and criminal Ashoka Perisamy to openly show off to that, show off to me that criminal India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi have given very strong approval to criminal event to submit very high sensitive forgery email evidence against me in Bangalore Labour Court. So, the one and only gap between me and the justice for illegal termination of my eBay company job is nothing but getting the all world media channel attention and press meet support. Because anybody, be it very common people, if they read out my 6 strong evidences and the relevant email evidences, my sent WhatsApp messages and my recorded phone calls to eBay authorities and my recorded video call with eBay HR consulting head authority with Tovar sir and the Bangalore Labour Commission office discussions, any common people or media channel people, if they see that, they themselves will know that it's a very cruel illegal termination of my eBay company job and a criminal eBay company that is very cruelly planning to submit a very open, high sensitive forgery email evidence against this innocent terminated employee for the one and only reason that there is no one else in India for this widowed mother and widowed daughters to question any extreme cruel injustice done by the extreme misuse of Prime Minister authority by criminal India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Any media